Hi, I'm John, and welcome back to Dice Paper Miniatures. Well, again, it's day 3 of Warhammer Fest 2022. If you haven't yet, I've already put out a couple other videos, one for Necromunda and one for the new Kill Team expansion reveals. Really excited about those. This is the last one I'm doing for today, and it's for Warcry. So let's jump into it. Now, I really like Warcry. Everything about it, really no complaints. If I had one critique, maybe it would have been nice, since they have Warcry specific warbands, to have maybe just kept it to that ecosystem, if you will. Now, that being said, I'm being a hypocrite because I also appreciate playing my Age of Sigmar, my other armies in Warcry as well. So it's like, it's a tough one. But that being said, we got kind of a whole new section that, we're going to be playing in, and they kind of highlight it in this new video. So let's take a look at that video first, and then we'll go and, talk about our thoughts and feelings on this new warband. All right.
A change has come upon Gur, twisting the land, awakening new wonders and ancient secrets.
So it would appear we're kind of getting out of the 8 points in this new area, the Gnarlwood.
Where they will find riches, glory, and dangers unimaginable.
When I first saw these on the live stream, I kind of had mixed feelings on them. I think overall I dig them. But let's take a closer look at the individual models. So yeah, my only real hang up are these weird kind of like oversized cow nose rings that are basically, like, I hate to say this, but like, they just look wonky. It's a very technical term, I know. But I like everything else about them. I just think the giant cow nose ring is it's just too much. I want to use another term for them, but I try to keep this channel a little bit more age friendly, not quite too adult oriented. But yeah. If you think you know what I'm thinking, you're probably right. They just took that too far. Like, there's no reason for those giant, blank rings right in front of their junk, in my opinion. They're over the top. I like when they go for it, but I think this kind of it doesn't feel balanced with the rest of the design language, if I had to be very specific. Other than that, if you're into cows and like that whole Lumineth kind of have a similar vibe to them, I get it. It's the same chaos god for the dwarves, right? It's consistent. All the other visual language that's being used in these is actually pretty slick. I kind of feel like with a few modifications, some of these models are perfect if you play something like Mordheim. And I can totally get behind that. It's just, yeah, those loincloths with the giant blank rings just, yeah, kind of kill it for me. Now this Centaurion, I almost want to say Centurion, but Centaurion Marshal, I saw some comments being made in the chat about, tell the designers that they're just over designing these pieces, right? I get where they're coming from, but I don't know if I necessarily agree. This is the world we live in. Now, there was a recent line from, was it Dave at Mini Wargaming, his Chaos Marines. For me, those were over the top on too much design. It's just my opinion. I don't think this is anywhere close to something like that, personally speaking. I think this is a fantastic looking sculpt. No complaints whatsoever. Other than and I understand why. Things like the net, the cording, this happened with the cables, if you will, on the recent Exile Dead for Warhammer Underworlds. They're a little thick, but I don't know how you avoid that, because if they were any thinner, it would probably break or be just very brittle and fragile. Fragile's the word. In reality, when you have it on a gaming table, so they have to be a little more robust, and that's just the way it is. But I think this is great. I think it works well for its intended purpose, and you could probably do some fun conversions with it too. Yeah, I dig it. I like this model. You know, it's funny, out of all the models that could have giant, rings all over it, this has none. Zero giant blank rings. Yeah. So officially they're the Horns of Hashut or Hashut. I think it's Hashut. Whatever. I dig that they went for it, as always. I just think if I was in the studio, I would have tried to find a different way to dial back those nose rings a little bit. And I could change, in my opinion, may change on these. The more I look at them, it almost works. I could be okay with it on the ones that are more armored. It's the ones that are more lightly armored. I kind of feel like they could have went for a different trope for a consistent design element across these. I'm not sure what that would be at first blush, but that's just my opinion. Some folks probably love the repetition in design of those rings. So, yeah. But what do you all think? Are you digging these new designs? Are you disappointed that, arguably this should have been Chaos Dwarves, not humans? I mean, there could be an argument for that. There definitely was an argument in the comments during the live stream. So would you have preferred seeing Chaos Dwarves over the humans? Yeah, please consider commenting those thoughts below. But yeah, I think I'm okay with it. I will admit, though, I really want to see Chaos Dwarves. Personally speaking, I'd be all for that. All right, well, that's it for this one. Again, if you haven't yet and you've enjoyed this content, please consider subscribing, hitting that notification bell, and sharing this content with your friend. It helps with the growth of the channel and is greatly appreciated. This is going to be it for my day 3 of Warhammer Fest 2022 reviews. Definitely, if you've enjoyed these, check out some of those other videos. Or not. You do you. All right, that's it for this one. Hope you're all doing well. Be safe, take care, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye-bye.